welcome to Malaysia Airlines Academy podcast. This objective of this podcast, amazingly dedicated for all the students and SPM leavers who want to venture and explore the opportunity that you have in Malaysia Airlines. And most importantly, those who want to join Malaysia Airlines family. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you. And my name is Anba. I'll be your host for today. And I'm very excited because you know why? We have two amazing, wonderful guest speakers for today. None other than our amazing engineers, Encik Asmawi and Cik Nas. Give a big hand to her. Okay, Cik Asmawi and Cik Nas, welcome to our podcast. And I'm so excited and so happy to see all of you. I was like, wow, first time I'm seeing a full-fledged lady engineer, all right, and one of a very veteran engineer as well, the most important person in the airline. Thank you very much for joining us today. Well, to start the day, shall we introduce yourself? Perhaps you could start with the introduction of yourself and what is your qualification to be an engineer, and what is your job role in MAG, and most importantly, how many years you've been with us. Perhaps, Cik Asmawi, would you like to start the day?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Amar.
You're welcome.
My name is Asmawi. Normally people call me Cik Mawi or Sir.
Sir,
All right.
amazing.
I'm the aircraft maintenance engineer license category B1.1, which is mechanical from CEA of Malaysia. I'm the aeronautical technologist from Board of Engineer Malaysia. I also owns the degree in mechanical engineering. Apart from that, I do own the diploma in aircraft maintenance operations from JPK Malaysia. That will be Jabatan Pembangunan Kemahiran. So I've been in the company for about 20 years now.
20 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
So 20 over years, and currently I'm holding the position of trainee management under Malaysia Airlines Berhad Engineering Services, which the sole purpose is basically to take care of Malaysia Airlines new trainees.
I see.
For engineering.
20 years. I'm amazing. I'm so astonished. 20 years among the seniors that I've been seeing here. I'm so happy that you are staying here with us for so long. Thank you very much. And passing up to Cik Nas.
Right. Thank you, Ambar,
You're
for
welcome,
inviting me here.
Pleasure's ours.
Right. Okay. My name is Nasfatee. All right. People in aviation call me Nas. Right. Basically, I hold CAM Part 66 B2 license, which is full-fledged, which covers around avionics, instruments, and also radio. So my license actually covers all of this. And then highest education I have currently would be my master's, all right, in aerospace design engineering. All right. Currently I joined MEG as a technical instructor, which is I train new engineers, and also I upgrade current engineers to actually extend their privilege to have more type rating aircraft. Basically, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I kind of shifted my job description from being an LAE to become a technical instructor. So kind of share my experience.
How did you do it? How did you do the taboo of a lady engineer being in the ground where all dominant by male? It must be very challenging for you.
I think it is challenging, all right, because I think everybody has their own challenge, all right. So basically, passion drives you all the way. Like all the way, passion will drive you. So no matter what the hardship or the circumstances that you've been, right? So because of the passion, you go all the way through, regardless. Yeah.
Indeed, I'm so honored to have amazing people like you all. It's so nice to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Right.
So, to follow suit on our podcast interview, our target is mainly to our students out there, all the SPM leavers who are waiting to explore their world, what is the future holds for them. So probably this will be the light for them to see that, so that they can join us and in the Malaysia Airlines family, especially on the engineering department, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Perhaps you can share with us what is the experience that you have on a day-to-day basis as an engineer What is the experience? What do you go through?
Okay, as a start, basically my experience is on the old time of aircraft, which is not here with Malaysia Airlines anymore, which is Boeing 747,
747.
Boeing
Oh,
777,
all
you
right.
know,
What is an
the
amazing aircraft, isn't it?
uh-huh, kind of old OL type of aircraft lah, orang lama punya aircraft, you know, just like me.
The jumbo, they call it.
Yes, the Jumbo. Besides that, the classic and also the next generation aircraft.
Mm-mm-mm.
So that's why how we start off doing the work and everything. So right after that is of definitely we will shift from engineer post to the management level, in which I being assigned to manage the trainees, in which the full function for trainee management is to ensure that Malaysia Airlines got the supply of manpower, which is the licensed aircraft engineer and also licensed aircraft technicians.
That's amazing. There's something I wanted to ask both of you. What's the difference between the 3 bars and the 4 bars here?
Mm-hmm.
And the second question I want to ask, something I'm very curious about. The technician and engineer, how do you define them into that case?
Okay, I'll answer the first question, and
Yes.
probably the differences between engineer and technician. Nas can answer.
Oh, yes, what do you think?
Alright. As a start, for the differences between the bars here is basically for the 4 is more towards foreman and above. What we call it is basically is a management engineer.
I see.
So the higher level you get, basically the more experienced you are, and also of course the responsibility is slightly higher than the 3 bars and also the 2 and 1 bar.
How long did it took you to be at the management with the 4 bars, full-fledged 4 bars?
Basically, it was during the Subang days, during the old course. So that's where the 20 years goes about, you know, getting that levels and whatnot. Okay. So differences, I think Nas can answer that.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, the difference between the technician and also licensed aircraft engineer is the technician actually will do the groundwork.
Okay.
The same thing as what licensed aircraft engineer would do, but the most significant difference would be the LAE will actually sign off the aircraft under the CRS.
You endorse.
Endorse to sign for the aircraft to fly. It's actually calling the aircraft airworthy. Safe to fly. Yeah.
So that's where
right.
you ensure that the aircraft flies safely.
Yes.
Yeah, right. That's great. That's great. So my next question is, I'm very sure many students and SPM leavers want to know this question. Can you become an engineer, a full-fledged engineer, by being starting as a technician first? Is it possible?
Definitely can.
Really? Could you explain, share with us, how does that happen?
I think Mr. Maui is like
Yeah, go ahead, Mr.
Okay,
Mawi.
more expert on this.
For aircraft maintenance license, there will be 2 categories, which is category A for the technicians and also category B for engineer. And we do have category C and for the highest one. But as a start, if let's say you are unable to start with the engineer level because it's slightly higher levels, you know, so you can start off with the category A first, which from the technician level, you will obtain your license and everything, and you can upgrade yourself. Meaning to say that if let's say you started off with a slightly lower level 2, and then you go to the engineer, which is level 3 level. So from there, basically you have your path in terms of becoming from technician level and into engineer. But of course, it will take time. Some students or trainees, they will consider as smart learner. They can go straight to engineer level. Just like talking about degree and diploma here, you see. Some are probably can go straight to degree level, but some probably take time. I would call it as a late boomer. They were slow learner, but they have the interest and they have the future on that, but it will take time.
I see.
So from a technician, they can learn on technician part, and later they can develop themselves to become engineer.
Master the ground job altogether, then explore and promote themselves. That's amazing. I'm sure many of our students eagerly want to know, how does the path being a technician moving up to engineer, there's a possibility. Usually, is there any particular license or certifications they need to take up if they wanted to go through that? Let's say from jumping from a technician, moving up right up to the engineers.
They will have to take actually a few exam papers, because we call it modules, which is endorsed under Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, of course. And then when you pass all the papers, of course, you have the oral examination. We call it assessment, right? You submit your assessments, do your assessments, and then you have to obtain your certificate of recognition, all right?
Right.
So from your training school, and then you can submit it to Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, basically.
And have you seen many technicians moving up their ladders to be an engineers?
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
definitely, because my own friends,
Mm.
my own batchmates actually comes from technician, then upgrade themselves to become an LAE, upgrade. Actually, when they upgrade themselves from technician to LAE, is actually they upgrade their life also. Basically, yeah.
Exactly. That's amazing. You know,
Yeah.
something very interesting to hear. That means there's a
Yes.
lot of possibility in
Yes,
the
of
airlines, especially being an engineer as well,
Yes, of
isn't it?
course.
Especially learning from the ground rule, you know, mastering what is all about on the ground, and then when you're moving up right up to where, like Chip Asmawi being in the management, like you as a trainer as well. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I'm very sure many of our students and SPM leavers would have learned something from this. And next thing I wanted to know, there must be a very magical, memorable moment that you experienced or you had during the time since you joined the Malaysia Airlines.
Okay, shall I start first?
Yes, definitely, Jasmawi.
Of course, we've been working with not just Malaysia Airlines fleets, but also the third-party airline, which
Third
is
party as well.
Saudi, Qatar, and whatnot before this during Subang days.
Okay.
So of course, when the customer or third party is sending their aircraft for maintenance, definitely they will expect some sort of refurbishment or maintenance job to be done to the aircraft. And of course, as a customer, we will prefer the work to be done in a superb way in which the aircraft going to be serviced into very spot on type of maintenance, but in which of course we do try to manage well on the challenges and whatnot, of course. So I think that's memorable, whereby we need to manage their expectations and whatnot. So I think that's the one of the memorable things that I think my experience there during in Subang days. Yeah.
The satisfaction of giving the best for them,
Of course,
isn't it? Right.
That's what we
That's beautiful. And Nas, how about you? I'm sure there would have been many wonderful, magical moments that you experienced. Share with us one that really allure you so much.
Actually, I'm quite new with Malaysia Aviation Group, right? But I have like previous experience with me. So the most memorable part in my experience would be you are to be picked to be one of the team to rescue the AOG aircraft.
Oh, AOG. Well,
Yeah,
how do you define AOG?
AOG defines as when the aircraft cannot fly due to certain defects or certain things or component which is unserviceable.
Right.
Okay, because sometimes if it's some of the system it's malfunction, they have another backup system and whatnot. But some system that is very crucial, we cannot let go the aircraft to fly. That's why we call it, you ground the aircraft, we term it as a aircraft on ground, AOG. So we among the engineers we call it AOG. So the people or a team that we actually go to actually rescue the aircraft, that the part that actually give the very memorable experience for me.
Really?
Because when you are in station, you actually on your feet, and you have to have resilience in actually making your decision.
Okay.
Because you are on your feet, right? You only have one call away to with your MCC, right, to make decisions. So it's hard because of the circumstances and the facilities is not there, right? It's not like it's not there, but mostly because it's foreign to you. You see, yeah. So mainly because of that. So when you got to troubleshoot and then you find the problem and then you got to rescue the aircraft and bring it back, all right, that's the most memorable thing to me.
What was the furthest aircraft, AOG aircraft that you have serviced or rescued? Around within Malaysia, or was it abroad?
because I'm more experienced on narrow body, like 73. So
737 aircraft?
yes. So the furthest will be in New Delhi.
Oh.
Yeah,
And you
it
flew
was
all the way to New Delhi to rescue the aircraft.
yes, it was summer.
Ah,
Yeah, it's very
must
hot.
be pretty daunting then.
Yeah, it's very scorching hot.
How about you, Asmawi? How about you? What is the furthest destination that you have traveled to rescue the flights and everything?
So far,